Atmosphere is a word we throw around a lot in gaming, but a few franchises understand it as a visceral, physical force. In 2010, Metro 2023 didn't just invite us into its world, it suffocated us. It taught us to fear the surface and discuss the shadows. Now, with the sudden announcement of Metro 2039 for this October, the cycle of despair begins again. But this isn't just a sequel, it's a technical manifesto. Today we unravel the craftsmanship of 4A games, from the claustrophobia of the past to the revolutionary tech of the future. The original Metro trilogy wasn't just a series of shooters, it was a technical manifesto built on philosophy of friction. 4A games didn't want you to feel powerful, they want you to feel burdened by the reality of survival. In 2010, Metro 2033 introduced us to a world where even UI was a threat. This was the diegetic pioneer. There were no floating health bars or magical minimaps. If you wanted to check your objectives, you had to pull a physical clipboard and light a lighter to read it. If you wanted to know how much hair you had left, you had to look at the analog watch on your wrist. But the true genius was the economy. Military-grade bullets weren't just for killing, they were the currency of the underground. Every time you pulled the trigger, you weren't just spending ammo, you were spending your life savings. It forced a psychological layer onto the gameplay. Is this mutant death worth the price of a clean filter? By 2013, Last Light shifted the focus to the human monster. It redefined the 4A engine to become a world leader in volumetric lighting. This wasn't just aesthetic, it was a core gameplay mechanic. Stealth wasn't a binary hidden or seen state, it was a spectrum of light and shadow. We saw the introduction of handcraft tech, weapons like the bastard gun would overheat and jam, and the T-car required a player to manually pump air pressure to keep the projectiles little. It created a constant dialogue between the player and their equipment. You weren't just clicking your heads, you were maintaining a machine that was barely holding it together. Then came Exodus in 2019, a great departure. It took a series into a wide linear realm, trading the suffocating tunnels for a year-long odyssey across the broken Russia. Here the friction evolved into weapon degradation. For the first time, the environment was our greatest enemy. Mud, sand, and snow would physically coat your rifle. If you didn't spend time at the workbench cleaning your gear, it would fail you at the worst possible moment. Through the introduction of Aurora, your mobile home, 4A games proved they could maintain that Metro soul even under a wide open sky. They mastered the art of making a massive world feel just as intimate as dangerous as a 4-foot wide tunnel. This trilogy set a benchmark for environmental storytelling that few have ever touched. They turned the act of breathing into a mechanic and the act of shooting into a sacrifice. And this is exactly why the technical leap promised 2039 is so significant. Before we dive into the mechanics that we know for 2039, I want to invite you to join our community. Building these documentaries takes a few hours to research, others to edit. If you value this type of content, consider becoming a permanent part of the channel by subscribing, hitting that like button, and sharing this video helps the algorithm to find some curious players like you. It's how we keep unraveling the art of gaming together. Now, let's look at the future. So, what does 2026 hardware bring to the wasteland? Well, the new game is bringing back the claustrophobia, but with a twist: procedural underground. Unlike previous games, the tunnels in 2039 are dynamic. Structural collapses can happen in real time based on environmental damage, forcing you to find new routes through the dark. But the real breakthrough is the AI ecosystem. Mutants and humans can now operate on a calorie-based AI. If you clear out a food source or a nest, it creates a power vacuum that other predators fill. The world doesn't wait for you, it reacts to your survival. And technically, the Backspace Engine 2.0 is pushing ray-traced audio. Sound now bounces off concrete and metal with perfect physics. If you hear a scream from 3 tunnels away, you can pinpoint the exact curve on the hallway. In Metro 2039, your ears are important as your eyes. This new game is the ultimate evolution. It's a return to the haunting darkness of Moscow, powered by the terrifying possibilities in 2026 technology. It reminds us that gaming is an evolution of craftsmanship, a way to find light in the most hopeless places. The tunnels open this October. Will you be ready to breathe? I'm Teckload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the shadows.